for DeWalt. Guaranteed tough. Available at Bunnings Warehouse. Triple M rocks the footy. Triple M rocks Origin.
Queensland 26, New South Wales 16. One live rubber in 11 years the Blues have won, and that record will go on. Girds?
Yeah.
Wendell and Billy, just excuse me, I had to run up the stairs.
Yeah, right, mate, you still got it.
Not really.
Oxygen.
Let's talk about the Blues while we wait for Laurie Daly and his press conference. What do you think will be the ramifications of this defeat? Now, we're going to have weeks to talk about this, but do you see instant ramifications for Game 3?
Look, I think every player wants to play State of Origin no matter what game it is, Dan, so I understand the player's perspective. But I think there will be a push for New South Wales to get something out of this contest, and that would be to bring new players in that they can get some experience in Game 3 and then move on into
Let's
next
be straight
year.
up. Is there anything to be gained by playing Paul Gallen in Game 3?
From New South Wales moving into the future, no.
But does he deserve a farewell?
Look, it's hard at State of Origin, Dan. I personally believe that you need to do what's best for, like, we've lost 10 series out of 11, Dan. So it's not a time for us to sort of sit back and go, well, look, Gal's been fantastic and we've all loved his contribution over the past 10 seasons at this level, or 8 seasons. But we need to do what's best for New South Wales moving forward. And if that's bringing in... We can't bring in a whole heap of young people, Dan, and get the balance wrong and go out there and get whooped. So what we need to do is make decisions on who's going to come in and who's going to remain, and make sure that it's in New South Wales, first and foremost, the state's best interest on who we can pick next year and who we can take into the future.
Because they could easily have Clemmer, perhaps, as the number 13 in a Game 3.
They could bring the Trebojeviches in. They could bring Peets in. I mean, there's opportunities there to see people who are playing good at their club, but you don't know, like a Tyson Frizzell, didn't know how he was going to go at this level. And some people, when they get that opportunity, excel. We saw it with Tyson. We saw it with Jack. They're Origin players, as Wendell said. You got guys that are knocking on the door, but you get to actually see them in that environment in a game that doesn't really have a lot of consequence.
So you mentioned Peets. What about Farah? He's not of the age of Gallen, and we don't know what his future is. There is an assumption he's going to go to the UK Super League, but that's all it is. So we know with Gallen, if he plays the next Origin, that's it. So it's it's
going to be a tough one for everyone involved. It's going to be tough for Laurie. It's going to be tough because there's a loyalty in New South Wales as well, and Laurie showed that through this whole series. He stuck the same side here, barring injury, that he was going to take in. He took out of Game 1.
I'm just throwing this up to you, Gerds, but no one is bigger than the game. The game will always be played. Right. So it is probably time, isn't it, that they say, Gal, that was your last game there. We've got to move on. We've got to put somebody else in, and even start saying we want to get some players an opportunity to play in that game. So when we come back next year,
they've got one under their belt.
Yeah, absolutely. You could say the same probably for Greg Bird. He's been he's 3-man of the match.
But you can't get rid of all of them and bring in a side full of guys with inexperience. So you need to just get that balance right.
Okay, so that's still to come.
It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. I know that.
I know that I'm a proud Queensland, but as a Queenslander and watching Paul Gallen the way he's played, I still think that he deserves to finish. I know it's easier for me to say on his terms, but I think he's been one of New South Wales' best, and even this series,
no doubt,
mate. He didn't.
No one's doubting that.
And here's another
agree with that.
And here's another consideration. That game still has 40,000 tickets to sell. So would the New South Wales Rugby League be thinking, well, if we give Gal a farewell, is there enough love out there to sell tickets? I would say there probably is. Not to sell it out, but they are looking for any angle they can get to sell, get close to selling this game.